Good morning, all. Hope you are able to hear me.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Very good morning. Let me.
Good
So,
morning.
very good morning. So, any questions? Last week we discussed about a few basic concepts of what do you mean by an account, accounting, accountancy, correct? What do you mean by debit, credit? Means it's a required. That's the reason we are discussing about it. What is a thumb rule? What do you mean by an entity concept, right? Next one, different types of accounts, right? And what do you mean by a transaction, right? What do you mean by capital? And whenever, what is a thumb rule? Actually, whenever we are doing an account, so we need to always think about we are the business and owner is separate, and we always do accounting in business point of view, right? So what is an asset? What do you mean by liability? Types of assets, types of liabilities, right? Who is a debtor? Who is a creditor? Right? What do you mean by a transaction? How many types of transactions? All right. I think next one. What do you mean accounting year? Financial year? Okay. What do you mean by the most important thing? Accounting cycle. Accounting cycle. Clear? Any questions on this? I hope everyone knows about it, but still I'm reiterating for everybody's benefit. So that we will, whenever we start SAP accounting, SAP, whenever we do a transactions, business point of view, testing part, then it would be easy for you to understand. Yeah, any questions?
No,
Any
sir.
question? No, right? Okay. Today we'll discuss about, okay. So as an, what do you mean account? And account is having a two sides. Account is having a two sides. Last time we discussed this one, right? Paid cash to RAM, right? So whoever is non-accounting background, for them I'm sharing this. So actually, as I said, that accounts are of three types. Okay. So one is personal account, correct? Real account, real account, and nominal account, correct? Personal account, real account, and nominal account. Let me share this. Okay. Personal account, real account, and nominal account. Account is in which format? It's always in T format, which is in T format. Correct? Personal account, real account, and so every account, the left hand side of any account is known as a debit side. Okay, which is abbreviated as in DR and CR. Okay, which is abbreviated as in credit side. I'll tell you what is this. Sorry. Okay, I'm not mentioning the T shape in this. So it is having two sides, or else I'll do that. Second, give me a second time. Okay. So here everybody knows the left hand side of account is known as, what is the left hand side of account is known as?
Debit.
Debit side, correct? which will be abbreviated as
DR.
DR. Okay. And the right hand side,
Credit.
abbreviated as?
CR.
Correct. Everyone, any questions on this? Any questions on this? Any questions? Who are from accounting background, who are from non-accounting background? Any questions on this? Debit and credit.
No, sir.
How about others?
No, sir.
Great. So I have a question. One second. I have a question on this. Okay. I know the spelling of what we call left hand side?
Debit.
Debit. Perfect.
Debit side.
Debit side. Correct. This one? Right hand side?
Credit side.
So again, no questions?
No.
No questions? Again, I'm asking. No questions. Everyone, it is applicable for one and all.
Why are you using DR, debit?
Sorry? A bit louder, please.
DR.
DR?
Why are you using DR?
It is because it's a debit side. I got your question, correct question. So here, see in the spelling, there is no debit. Okay, I understood, but in the spelling, there is no R. Correct? And why you are prefixing after D, suffixing R after D? Why you are suffixing? Okay, if you say that CR, okay, R is there in credit, so that is the reason we are mentioning. But why you are mentioning TR?
Debtor.
Debtor, again, who is a debtor?
We have to pay.
Debtor. We have to pay or he need to pay us?
I forgot.
Who is a debtor?
The person who needs to pay us.
Right? So is this the same? DR is same equal to debtor? As I said that this is accounting debit side and debtor is nothing but a person. So this is a person. Is this a
No.
person? Then
Transaction. Person's transaction.
no, here also you will mention, right? DR and CR. For this
Yes.
account also you will mention, right?
Yes.
Why? DR. This is debit side. So my question is, in the debit, there is no DR. Why we are making as a, okay. Yeah, I'm giving 2 minutes time, please. Yeah. Yes, please. I'll tell you. Can I? Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
As you know that majority English words are not origin of English. Majority words are borrowed from either French, German, Latin, Greek, or Italian. Clear? English is not a base language. Again, I am reiterating. English is a base of different languages. Majorly, it is from borrowed. Few words are borrowed from Latin, few are borrowed from French, few are borrowed from Greek, Italian, German, like that. So here, whatever DRCR you are using, okay, the DR is nothing but which is derived from a Latin terms. Okay, so I'll mention this. I will mention this and make a note of it. Don't say that we don't know that. Okay, the abbreviations Okay, the abbreviations DR, DR and CR. Okay, CR are borrowed from or came from Latin words, Latin terms, Latin terms. Clear? Latin terms. Okay, Latin terms. So what do you mean by that exactly? DR. DR is nothing but I'll write here. DR, which means, okay, which means, okay, debere, 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 which means to owe. Okay, meaning is to owe. Means something who owes, to owe. Clear? And next one, CR. So whatever abbreviation you're mentioning here, it's nothing but Latin words. The abbreviation is Latin. Okay, so what is CR? Okay, CR is nothing but creditor. Creditor. Okay, what do you mean by that? Okay, nothing but who trust us in normal, to trust, or to believe, or or to believe. Clear? So nothing but someone is trusting us and giving on credit, right? So what do you mean by debar? So I can write like this. Debar is nothing but DR. Okay. Creditor is nothing but CR. Now you understood why DR? This is not debit side derived from not. So whatever you are making, it is from Latin terms. Clear? In English, we call it as a debit, but it is derived. This word is nothing but it is derived from Latin word. So same thing, you can see majority. I can give you few examples. For example, not accounting term, general. Okay, line. Array. There is a line, right? Nothing but line or any. What we call that? What we call? Any line in English. What we call that? Yes, please.
Q.
So, Q. Perfect. Q. Why Q? Why Q?
In order.
But Q is not in order, right? Does it like our line looks like a I, or our line look like a L, or L like a small L? Then why we are calling it as a Q? I'll tell you. This word Q, whatever you call line or whatever it is, why I'm saying is why debit and credit came. That's the reason I'm saying. As I said, that English doesn't have its own origin, right? It is a combination, mix of different languages, different languages. In the same way, in French, this particular word, whatever Q you are calling, so that is nothing but QUE, QUE. Okay, or E, or whatever you can write. Okay, QUE. Okay, so this is derived from a French word. This is derived from a French word. Derived from French word. It's not English. Whatever Q you will see, okay, whatever forming a line, whatever Q you are saying, you are using the term called Q. It is not English word. It's not the origin of English, right? Q, whatever word you are using, that is a French word, derived from French word. Okay, which means in English, it is known as a line. Clear? So whatever line you're saying it as a Q, it's not an English word. Clear? It is nothing but it's derived from a French word. There are many words I can tell you which we regularly use, but that is not the origin of English, that it's not an English own word. Clear? Derived from a French word which means in English, okay, it is known as a line Q. Clear? In the same way, whatever I said, debit and credit, in the debit we don't have a R, correct? In the debit we don't have a R, but why we are using the term called R in the above? R. So in the spelling debit, there is no R in the spelling. Okay, credit, if you say that, okay, in credit we have a R, that is the reason we are using it. But here there is no debit. In debit, there is no R. So definitely we need to answer because we have done accounting since from long back. So if we don't know what is DR, if you said debit side, then a layman will ask you, there is no R, why you are keeping R here? According to me, what do you mean by an abbreviation? Whatever are there in the spelling, that only we will keep it. Correct? So that is the reason. What do you mean by a DR debit? In the sense, these are whatever DR we are making here, that is not an English word. Okay, so the abbreviations are, okay, the abbreviations debit and credit came from Latin terms, right? So that is nothing but DR. Okay, nothing but debtor is someone who owes us, right? Creditor is nothing but who is trusting on us or who is believing on us. Clear? Who is giving amount or a credit to us, so he is trusting us and he is giving us, so that is called credit. To trust, to believe, we call it as a creditor, and in English we call it as a credit, and debtor we call it as a debit. Clear, everyone? Any questions? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, this is not a debtor or a creditor, it is a debit and credit. Don't, if you say that it is a what do you call it, debit and this one is a debtor and creditor, then it is absolutely wrong. Okay, let me go here also, I'll make a change. So as I said, okay, I'll make a, okay, so here again I'm keeping in 29th dated only. Okay, so here, as I said, that account is a language of a business. Account is a language of business, correct? So what will be there in the language? Normal languages, we will have some grammar, some principle, some rules, right? Same way, account is also a language of business, which is having some rules and principles. So as per account, the accounts are broadly classified into three types. One is personal account, real account, and a nominal account, right? So what is account, personal account rule? We know that. What is a personal account? The account which deals with the persons. The account which deals with persons. The real, what do you mean by real account? The account which deals with business assets, right? And what do you mean by nominal account? Did we discuss what do you mean by nominal account? Did we discuss?
No,
Yes.
sir.
No, right? So normally nominal account, that is happening cash transactions. Yeah, we have a real account only. Yeah. So again, I'll mention here what do you mean by nominal account. Okay. So two types of accounts we have already discussed. So third type of account is nominal account. Nominal account. Okay, nominal account. So what do you mean by nominal account? So as we discussed here, Okay, as we discussed here, real account, the account which deals with business assets. In the same way, what do you mean by nominal account? The account which deals with okay, business expenses, not our personal expenses, business expenses, losses, incomes, and profits. Clear? What do you mean by this nominal account? The account which deals with business expenses, losses, incomes, and profits. Means whatever expenses business incurs, like payment of rent, payment of salaries, payment of wages, right? Payment of commission, right? So that all comes under business expenses, right? And you know the difference between expense and a loss, right? Next one, whatever incomes, okay, uh, business generates, right? Like on sale of goods, clear? Whatever interest received, brokerage received, right? All those stuff comes under incomes or profits of business. So, for example, expenses, example, okay, purchases. Why purchase of goods is an expense? Purchase of goods. Already we discussed the difference between asset and a goods, correct? Okay.
Yes.
What do you mean by purchase? So, for example, I'll take you one example. As I said that I am a furniture dealer. Okay, furniture dealer, right? Purchased a table, purchased computer.
Purchase,
Yeah, purchased
yes,
table.
purchase goods,
Purchased table is
goods,
goods. Purchased computer,
Expense.
asset,
asset.
Asset.
Purchased computer is asset. So here, which one is an expense? Which one is an expense?
Purchasing computer,
Why expense? It's an asset, right? You are incurring.
but we
You
are not a furniture
sorry,
dealer.
you
Table.
sorry.
But we are
Table.
not a furniture dealer, so we are using, I mean, like spending money on purchasing computer is a
What is an expense? What is an expense?
something return benefit.
So here, why
Table
you are
is the
purchasing?
table.
Why you are purchasing a table?
Is
Good.
Sorry.
resale
Why
the table. So
resale, right? For resale, so immediately you are making an income from this. You are getting immediate return, right? So whenever you are purchasing, asset is something different. It's not an expense. If you say asset is an expense, then which account it will come? Is it come on a real account or a nominal account? If you say expense asset, then will it come under a real account or a nominal account? As I said clearly, real account which deals with business assets, nominal account which deals with business expense. So you are not supposed to say asset as an expense because we are going to use for a longer period. It's an investment. Investment is different, expense is different. To purchase an asset, you are doing an investment. You are purchase a computer, right? You are doing an investment which you want to use it for a longer period. So how about table? Are you going to use it for a longer period as a furniture dealer?
no.
No.
No, right? You are going to sell immediately or within a month or within a year, right? So something which we are getting a return benefit, then that is considered as an expense. Here also you are going to get a return benefit, but it is not considered as an expense. Why? Because you are investing. Understood? Purchasing a building, rent a building. Tell me, which one is an expense? You purchased a building for your stay. Another building you took a rent to stay. So which one is an expense? Which one is an investment? Yes, please.
Rent is an
Rent
expense.
rent.
Rent is an expense. As long as, what is the difference between an expense and asset? I told very clear. So as long the returns will be for a limited period. Expense means whatever returns you are getting, that will be a limited period. And whatever investment asset you are investing, so the benefits will not exhaust within a period. So if you took a rent for a building, so the benefits will exhaust within a short time, or it will be there for longer period. If you rent a building, the benefits will exhaust within a period, or benefits will taken from longer period.
Within a
As
period.
long as you pay the rent, you can take it, the benefits. But once you stop payment of rent, then you can't use it. Correct? But it's not like a purchase of building. I'm investing initial, but I can take several years benefits from that particular building. Clear, everyone? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, clear. So here, as I said, that purchase. So whenever, okay, you need to see the dealer. Who is the dealer? Furniture dealer. So purchased furniture, purchased a table. For him, is it a good or an asset?
Good.
Good. And purchased a computer,
Asset.
asset. Purchased a table, is it an expense or an investment?
Expense.
Expense.
Computer,
Investment.
So whenever purchases, why I'm saying purchases is an expense. Example, I'm taking a nominal account. Purchase is an expense. Why? Purchase in the sense what it indicates, you purchased goods. Whenever I am saying purchases, only purchases in the sense, what do you mean by purchases? Nothing is given here. Purchased computer or what, it has not given. Only purchase he has given. So what does it mean? We are purchasing goods. Understood? Then whenever we call it as a purchased goods, then it will come under expenses. And that will come under nominal account. Clear? So this purchased table I set. So will it come under nominal account or a real account?
Nominal account.
Correct? Understood? Because it's an expense. Purchased computer, come under nominal account or a real account?
Real account.
Because asset purchase. If you are purchasing an asset, then it will come under a real account. If you are purchasing a good, then it will come under a nominal account. Clear, everyone? Any questions on this? Majority knows, but still, I am reiterating for everybody's benefit. Yes, no.
Clear, sir.
How about others?
Yeah, clear now.
Yeah, thanks. So here, purchases, nothing but it's an expense, right? Nothing is mentioned. Purchased asset or a good, just you have mentioned purchases. Then it will come under expense. So same thing, purchased goods. Purchased goods. What is this? Purchased goods. Is it an income or expense? Sorry, asset or expense?
Expense.
Sense.
Whenever we calling it goods, nothing but for resale purpose, right? So nothing he has given. He has given purchased computer. Purchased computer. What is this? What is this?
Asset.
Perfect. Because if nothing is given, now who is the dealer? Nothing is given. Instead of goods, you don't know who is the dealer. Who is the dealer? What kind of business he is having, right? Just he has mentioned two things. One thing, purchased computer. So nothing but we need to consider whenever the asset name is mentioned. Okay, then it is nothing but he's not the dealer of this business. So that is the reason they have mentioned as a asset name. Here, goods. It could be anything. It could be computer, it could be furniture, it could be a land, it could be a building, anything. Right? So now this one will come under which account?
Real
Income,
account?
sorry,
Real account?
real account. And this one,
Nominal.
nominal, right? So purchases is nothing but a nominal account. Next one, purchases. So paid salaries, or I'll just mention it as a salaries, we are paying it. You know what are the expenses? Salaries, okay, discount allowed, it's a loss. Okay, like that. Commission paid, etc. Okay. In the same way, incomes, these are all expenses. Correct? Incomes are profits. Okay, what are the incomes here? For example, rent received. Oh, sorry, first one. We have purchased goods. What we will do with that? What we will do with that?
Reselling.
We will do resale, correct? So nothing but we will generate an income. So it is nothing but sales. Sales is an income. Okay. Commission received. Commission received. Okay. Anything like receiving, we are receiving. Rent received. Etc. Clear, everyone? Any questions on this?
No, sir.
Okay. So these things we need to understand. How I said, right, what is accounting cycle? Identifying the transactions, classifying the transactions, recording the transactions. Correct? So identify what are the transactions. First of all, is it a cash transaction or a credit transaction or a non-cash transaction? After that, classifying. Each transaction will have a different accounts. So which account comes under, whether it comes under a personal account, real account, and nominal account. You need to classify that. Okay. Once these two steps, if you understand, then we need to apply the rules of accounts. Okay. So simple. What are the rules of account in the sense? How many accounts we have? How
3.
many accounts we have? How many accounts?
3.
3. Correct. So personal, nominal, real accounts. Okay. So here each account will have some rules and regular principles. Clear? Each account will have some rules and principles. So what is the rules and principles in the sense? So every account will have how many sides?
2.
2 sides. You know what is DR now? What is R? Correct? What is CR? You know that. It is not English words. These two we already discussed. So what do you mean by rule in the sense? Okay, the personal account rule, right? It's very important to remember. Personal account rule. If who is receiving something from the business, right? For example, cash paid to Mohan. We are paying cash to Mohan. Cash paid to Mohan. Who is receiving here?
Mohan.
Mohan. So what is the personal? Mohan is a personal account, a personal person or not? Mohan comes under which account?
Personal.
Personal.
Personal. Right. What kind of person?
Natural person.
Natural person. So we need to categorize, drill down like that. 2 accounts are involved in this. One is cash, another one is Mohan. So cash, what we will discuss. Next one, Mohan. Mohan is a personal account. Comes under what kind of person he is? He is a natural person or artificial person. Right? He is a natural person. So that we need to think. Right? So then we need to apply the rule. For example, I'll give you here. Transaction. Cash paid to Mohan. Okay, cash paid to Mohan. So 2 accounts involved in this. One is cash. Next one, Mohan. Correct? Mohan, we need to write. What account? Mohan comes under which account?
Natural account.
First, we need to say which account?
Personal account.
Personal account. First, we need to go with this personal account. Next one. What kind of person is he?
Natural person.
Natural. Here we need to second step. We need to classify natural person. Right? Now the rule. We don't know abhi rule. I'll tell you. Rule. Okay. Okay. So what is the rule says? Personal account rule. Debit. Sorry. Okay. Debit the receiver name. Receiver. Debit the receiver. So whoever is receiving, then we need to debit him. Right? Next one. What is the rule here? Credit side. Debit side. Whoever is receiver, we will debit him. Right? Next one. Credit the giver. Credit the giver. So what is whoever is giving to the business, giver in the sense, whoever are giving to the business, then we will credit him. So for example, here Mohan, right? Cash paid, who is paying? We are paying, business is paying. So cash paid to Mohan. So Mohan is receiver or a giver?
Receiver.
Receiver. So do we need to give debit or credit? Do we need to debit him or credit him?
Debit. Debit.
Debit. We need to debit him. Right? For example, next transaction. Cash received from Reliance. From Reliance. Okay. Who is receiving cash here? Who is receiving? Cash received in the sense, who is receiving? We are receiving. We in the
Business.
sense, business. Okay. So what are the accounts involved in this? What are the accounts involved in this?
Cash and Reliance.
Right. Cash. Okay. Sorry. Cash. Cash and Reliance. Right. So Reliance. Again. Which account? Which account?
Personal.
Personal account. Next. Comes under what kind of person?
Artificial.
Artificial. Okay. What is so rule? What it is saying? Debit the receiver. So he is a giver or a receiver?
Giver.
See, cash received from Reliance. So means we are receiving. We are receiving. So for us, he will become a giver. Clear? So rule. Credit the giver. Everybody understood this? Majority knows, but still debit the receiver. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one. There is one more account, real account, correct? So here debit. Okay. So here, what is the rule of, what are the assets, right? So what is the rule of asset? Here, cash comes under asset or expense. Cash is an asset or what? Cash comes under which account?
Real account.
Why real account?
Mm.
Please, others also please try. Cash comes under. We already discussed. Cash is an asset or income or an expense. Will it come under personal account, real account, nominal account?
Nominal account.
Why?
Real account deals with only business assets.
So what is cash?
It's an income. It could be benefit. I mean, income or loss or expense.
It's
How
current
about
asset.
The current
sorry?
asset.
Sorry?
Current asset.
Current asset.
Yes, cash is an asset.
Hmm.
What kind of asset?
Current asset.
Current asset. Right? Assets will come under which account?
Real account.
That's it.
Sir,
Cash comes.
here I have a doubt, sir. I know it's a real account.
Hmm.
It's a asset, but nominal account is also deals with cash, right? I mean,
Oh,
some
it deals
kind of
with the
rent.
expense. Rent is an expense. If you are paying with the cash, is nothing but your asset is getting decreased. Payment of rent is an expense. What is the expense name?
Any expenses will
No,
pay
no,
with cash.
that could be. See, what is the expense name? What is the expense name?
I
What
mean,
is
we
the
can
expense
spend
name?
if we're getting any return benefit.
No, I'm not asking what is expense. I'm asking what is the name of expense.
Nima.
You just know paid rent,
Like
right? You
if you
said paid
purchase
rent.
something in cash,
Just no. What I'm saying is you said paid rent.
yeah,
So what you are paying?
rent,
Rent. What is that? Rent is what?
expense,
Expense. So what is the name of your expense?
paid rent. I mean,
Rent is an expense. Correct.
rent,
What is your expense name in the sense you need to just say rent is an expense,
rent,
right? How you are paying? Through your
cash.
asset, right? What is happening here? When you are paying an expense, right? When you are paying expense, how you are going to pay?
With the personal amount asset which you are having.
Correct. Cash, right?
Cash.
So cash is not an expense. What is cash here? You are paying your expense through cash. Understood? So you are paying with an asset to your rent.
Okay.
So rent or salaries, whatever you paid. So here paid salaries. Paid salaries. What are the accounts involved in this? What is your expense name?
Sal
Sorry?
Salary and cash.
Salaries, right? Salaries is an expense name. So how you are going to pay?
Through cash.
Through cash. So cash is an expense here. What is your expense name?
salary.
That's it.
Okay.
We will pay any expense, right? Or we receive any income in the form of asset only. Is it in the form of cash or a check or bank, whatever it is. But it is not considered as an income or expense, cash and bank. Clear,
Yes.
everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Cash paid to Mohan. So cash comes under which account? Which account? Cash.
Current asset.
Which account, first of all?
Real account.
That's what I want. Real account. Okay, real account. So comes under what? What kind?
Current asset.
Current asset. Or first you say that asset. What kind of asset? Current asset. Correct? Right. First, how we know to drill down? Real account comes, it's cash comes under real account, right? Comes under asset. What kind of asset? Current asset, right? Then apply the rule. We need to drive till here. So rule says that, okay, so need to practice, that's it. So here, if asset is coming in, if asset comes in, we will debit it. Remember this rule. If asset is coming, so here, is it asset coming or going out? When we paid cash, right? Cash is coming in or going out?
Going out.
Going
Yeah.
out.
Going out, simple. Cash received from Krishna Reliance. Cash is coming in or going out?
Coming in.
Coming in, correct? So two simple things. Whenever asset involved, we need to think whether asset is coming in or going out. If asset is coming in, we need to debit it. Sorry, credit it. Credit. Okay. Credit what goes out. What goes out in the sense, what asset going out? What goes out? Clear? What is the real account rule? Debit what comes in. Here I'll write it. Debit rule here. What comes in? What comes in means if asset is coming in, we need to debit it. We need to debit it. Okay. And what is the credit rule? Credit rule. What asset? If asset goes out, then we need to discuss when what goes out. Understood? If asset comes in, we will debit it. Asset, it's not only a cash, it could be a asset, any asset, machinery, furniture, motor van, or anything. If it is coming in, we will debit it. If something is going out, we need to credit it. That's it. Now you see, cash received from Reliance. So Reliance is a personal account, artificial person, rules credit the giver. Now cash comes under what? Which account? Yeah.
Real account.
Real account. Okay. It is asset, same thing, right? Asset, current asset. Okay. Now, rule. What is the rule? Cash is coming in or going out? When we are receiving, cash is coming in or going out?
Coming in.
Coming in.
Coming in, right? So here, do we debit it or credit it?
Debited.
Debit.
Debit. Debit, what comes in? Understood. Only account will base on these two rules. These two. What has to be debited, what has to be credited. If you know, then you can do any accounting. That is a route actually. That is a route. If you understand this concept, right? People have done their masters, but still I'll challenge majority people why and what. If you ask someone what is debit and what is credit, they don't they know, but they can't give a proper answer. Same if they give, but again, if you ask why are, definitely they will not have. Clear? But we need to dig down because again, I'm telling you, once you become an SAP consultant, right? If you are going with to the business, right? You need to work with the business client, right? And client is working in account since from 15, 20, 30 years. And they know in and out of accounts, right? And definitely we will not be, as per the consulting, we are not supposed to be a master in accounts, but at least we need to know the basics. At least we need to know the terminologies. At least why? Because always the client, whoever person we are interacting at client level, they will try to pull our leg like anything in the basics, because they will consider consultant as a superheroes. Client consider consultant as a superhero, trust me. But if you are struck, what is debit, you don't know, what is credit, you don't know, why something is debited, why some, if you don't know that, then definitely they will try to pull our leg like anything. So is it important for consulting? Yes, it is very important. So that is the reason I mentioned earlier also, I'm going to cover 15 to 30% of your academic accounting, financial accounting, cost accounting, and management. Majority people have done there in academics, cost management but definitely I'm sure that we are we forget tentatively our basics of accounting, and which is really required for consulting role. Means are we going to do all this in day-to-day life? No, in as a consultant we won't do that, but whenever we visit the client place to understand the client requirement, so at least we need to have the knowledge on this. Hope you got my point, what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
So for someone, it looks like why this person is taking a basics, because at least because we are into FICO roles, right? Any materials management. So simple accounting terminologies we need to know. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So if you know this, this is enough. What do you mean by classification? What do you mean by identification? What kind of transactions, right? Why something is debiting, why something is crediting? If you know that, then that is enough. We can understand any business requirement. Any business require, as long as we entered into SAP practical part, then definitely we will come, we will understand how to understand the requirements of client. So, but this basic knowledge we need to have. That is enough. So whether you are from commerce background, whether you are from non-commerce background, it's a immaterial. Again, I'm reiterating. If you know these basics, if you understood these basics, right? Or probably the people who are from accounting background, so they will understand little easier. And the people who are non-accounting background, so probably it may take little time, not more than that. So one or twice, if you practice, then definitely it would be easy for you. Okay. So this is we will do again on this part. Okay. So next one we have, as I said that. So what is, for example, one more. For example, purchased computer on credit from Mohan. What is this? Purchase. What are the accounts? Slowly think it. What are the accounts involved in this? What are the accounts involved in this?
Purchases,
Think. That's the reason I'm saying. Think, analysis, and tell me. What is purchases? What is purchases comes under which account?
nominal,
Nominal, right? Are we spend here? Is it an expense? That's the reason. What are the accounts involved in this?
purchased, credit basis from Mohan.
What are the accounts?
Real account,
Which one is a real account?
credit based,
No, what are the accounts? First of all, we need to analyze this transaction. This is transaction. What kind of transaction? Is it a cash transaction or a credit transaction?
Credit transaction.
What is the thumb rule of credit transactions? Whenever a person name is given, we need to consider. Correct? So what is a person here? Who is giving?
Mohan.
Mohan,
Mohan.
right? So one account is nothing but Mohan. Correct? Next one. What is the other account?
Nominal.
Which one?
Nominal the purchase account.
Purchase. But what about computer? See, I said simple thing. Purchased computer. Whenever he say that purchased goods, then we need to consider purchases as an expense. But did he mention asset name here?
Yes.
Yes. So do we know who is the dealer? What kind of dealer is he?
No.
We don't know, right? So if he has mentioned purchased computer, means nothing but he is purchasing an asset on credit from Mohan. Or if he has mentioned purchased goods on credit from Mohan, then you need to take purchases. But whenever asset name is given, then we need to consider asset. Understood? Two things. So here they will mention like two transactions. Okay, two different transactions. For example, what is the difference between these two transactions? These two transactions. What is the difference between these two transactions? Both are credit transactions. But here he has mentioned purchased computer, and here it is mentioned purchased goods. What is the difference?
One is nominal account, the other one is
No, no,
real.
don't go with the account, sir. What is the difference I'm asking?
Purchased computer is an asset.
So here it is mentioned that we are purchasing an asset. And what he is mentioning here?
credit based, we purchased
What we purchased?
goods.
Goods, right? So whenever goods are coming, then we need to give it as a purchases. We need to give it as a purchases, nothing but expense. But here, what we need to consider?
Asset.
What is that?
Asset. Fixed
Computer.
asset.
What asset? What is this? Computer.
Computer.
Yeah. Understood this now? So whenever he has mentioned purchased with asset name, then it is nothing but it is considered as an asset. When we don't know the what kind of business he is doing. the opposite person from whom we are purchasing, right? So for us, computer is nothing but an asset, right? And here, whenever they say goods, then we need to consider purchases as a nominal account. Now tell me, what are the accounts are this? Computer comes under. Computer comes under what kind of account?
Real account?
Real. Next,
Asset.
asset. What kind of asset? Is it a fixed asset or a current asset? Just check, whoever didn't attended my previous sessions, check the recording. We have clarity given what even by current asset and fixed asset. So it is fixed asset. Okay. And what is the rule of fixed asset? What is the rule of real account? What is the rule of real account?
Debit what comes in?
Debit what comes in, right? So here, computer is an asset. Is it coming in or going out?
Coming in.
So we need to debit it or credit it?
Debit.
Debit. Debit what comes in. Okay. Mohan comes under
Personal account.
personal.
Stand upon that.
Personal account. Okay. What kind of person?
Natural, please.
Natural. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Natural person, right? So he is a receiver or a giver?
Receiver.
Receiver.
Giver.
Purchased computer on credit from who is purchasing here?
Business. Us.
We are purchasing, right? So Mohan is a receiver or a giver?
Giver.
That's it. Because we are purchasing from him, right? So the rule. What is a personal account rule?
Credit the
1 second. Go with the complete. Okay. What is a personal account rule?
debit the receiver, credit the giver.
Debit the receiver and credit the giver. So here, he is a receiver or a giver?
He is a giver, Mohan.
So we need to credit. Credit the giver. Understood, everyone? I'll share this material, means a note. So you just go through this week, right? So one more account we need to do, nominal account. As I said that, okay. So just go through. Everyone knows what is the rules and all, right? So here simple. Okay. I will say one more account and we will complete this. So just go through what is credit transaction. I think I have not yet shared the material. I will share it today. Okay, paid cash, cash deposited, nominal account rule we will discuss. And then we will go with this one. Okay. So the most important is abbreviations, please, debit and credit. Okay, next one. Paid salaries. Paid salaries means we are paying salaries to our staff. We, in the sense, business. So what are the accounts involved in this? What are the accounts involved in this? Paid salaries to staff. Quick.
Salaries.
Sorry, a bit louder, please.
Salaries.
Salaries, one account. Perfect. Salaries. Next one, what is the other account?
Staff?
Stuff.
Did I mention staff?
No.
Paid in the sense what we will pay. How you are going? You made a payment of your maid. So what you are going to pay?
Cash.
That's it. Whenever paid or received mention, it is in the form of cash only, right? How we are going to pay salaries?
Cash.
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 So cash is nothing but your bank also. It is included both. I'll tell you later. So salaries and cash. Correct? So salaries. What is this? What is this?
Real.
Is it an income or expense or an asset or what?
Expense.
Expense. Correct? Because you are getting return benefit. After giving salaries, once you get a return benefit, then you will pay this. So it's nothing but an expense. Right? What kind of asset? Which account it will come? Which account?
Nominal.
Nominal. Nominal account deals with business business expenses, losses, incomes, and profits. So nominal account. Okay, nominal account. It's very simple, this one. Okay. So what is the rule in the sense? Okay. So what is the rule of your nominal account in the sense? I'll write here. Debit. Okay. All expenses. If it is an expense of the business, we need to debit it. All expenses and losses. Okay. Credit. If it is an income, we need to credit it. Credit all incomes and profit gains or profits, whatever you call. Clear? So if it is an expense, what we need to do? It comes under a nominal account and we need to debit it. If you know these three rules, you can play with accounts. Why and what? People will do debit what comes, but we need to analysis. Right? Now tell me, salaries. Remember these rules, these three rules. Then you will become a master's in accounts, I can say. Right? Expense, nominal account. So what is this? So what is the rule says?
Debit or expense and losses.
Correct. So we need to debit it or credit it.
Debit.
Debit or expenses and losses. Now, cash. Cash comes under what?
It's a real account. Yeah.
Real account. Why real account?
It's asset.
What kind of asset?
Fixed asset.
No, cash.
Current asset.
Current
No
asset.
asset.
Current asset. Because what do you mean by current asset? Which we can be converted into cash quickly. Current asset. Correct. It is nothing but an asset. Right. Comes under which account? Real account.
Real account.
What is the rule of real account?
Debit what comes in, credit what goes out.
So now when we are paying it, cash is coming in or going out?
Going out.
Going up.
So what we need to do?
Credit.
Credit. So credit, what goes out? Clear everyone. So just it will take little time for few to understand the analysis part. Okay. So I'll share the recording, I'll share the material. Just go through this, and next week we will give few more concepts of accounts, right? And we will pitch into SAP, core SAP structure, complete organization structure. We will discuss in our next week session. Any questions, further questions? And next week, normal time we will have normal time. Yeah, any questions from anyone before I proceed?
No, sir.
How about others?
In clear.
Okay. Thanks a lot. See you in tomorrow's session. Sorry, next week's session.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you all. I'll share the recording immediately and with the material. And you will get to your email IDs, please. The material, kindly check.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Working notes and material you will get on. See, normally next week onwards, on every like every Sunday evening, you will get your material to respective email IDs. So, right, kindly check. And again, my request is try to create a dedicated email IDs only for the material. If you club with your regular mails with this material, then definitely you can't search. And after, if you ask me after a month or 2 months or a year, then probably I can't provide the material. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Naveen, I have two doubts from
Please,
so
please.
the other session. Can I ask you?
Ramakrishna Garu,
చెప్పండి.
what that means, I want to modify one thing here. Can I?
Yeah,
I
you're
will,
asking.
sorry.
Yeah.
No, I am sorry. I'll pause the recording. One thing.